Yeah, hello everyone. I hope I'm audible. Can anyone confirm? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay. So myself, it's Akshay Lokapur. Okay, I'm having around 8+ year experience. I'm working as a EWM consultant. Okay, so today we have FICO demo session. So our trainer is Srinivas. Okay, so Srinivas, are you there?
Yes, Akshay.
Yeah, over to you. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Akshay. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you.
Hi all. Good evening. Myself Srinivas. I have total 17 years of experience and include 13+ years of SAP experience. And I have worked for multiple projects, and I started my career in Mumbai and with Hindustan Constructions. There I worked for multiple implementation projects. Around 6 implementation projects I worked. And most of them are, if you want them, it's like Rosamji and Neptune and Lavasa and DB Realty. These are the implementation projects I worked in Mumbai. And thereafter I settled in Bangalore, and last 8 years I am in Bangalore. And I have the areas of SAP, FICO, Treasury and REFX. These are the modules I am working at present, and also a trainer. Okay, so at present I am going to handle SAP FICO session. So the voice is okay for everyone?
Yes, Srinivas.
Okay, thank you, Akshay. So can we start the demo, or can we wait for some time?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me share my screen.
So before that, quickly I'll give the instructions. If you guys have any doubts, you can raise your hand, write down reactions. Their hand raise will be there. You can raise your hand. He will take questions one by one, or anyway, at last we will take the questions. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I shared my screen. Let me know once you people able to see.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let me present the topics. Okay. And I think hope you people got this information. Means this is the content of the course we are going to cover during the sessions, and these are the major heads, and for each major head these are the brief. Means suppose when we are going for introduction of S/4HANA, what are the topics we are going to introduce, and what is the SAP methodology and active methodologies. Okay, thereafter how SAP navigation work. Means to work on SAP navigation, what we need in front. Means we need server or we need only GUI, how it looks like. Thereafter, once we enter into FICO, from here our topic is going to start. Up to here it is a common topic for every module. Okay, from here we are going to start our actual FICO classes. Okay, before going to start the actual classes, first we will take at least 2 hours of accounting side. Means hopefully most of people are working on accounting side. Maybe some people they are not into accounting side, maybe commerce graduates, so that at least 2 hours we will give the background of accounting. Means what in the accounting concept, what is the accounting standards, how it will help in the real time. Means what is the linkage between. Someone is waiting for the room. Okay,
You can proceed.
Okay, and what is the linkage between financial domain to SAP system. Means how it will help. Means how to understand the conceptuals. Okay, means as is means whenever we are in the accounting side, what the technology we are using. Whenever we are going to SAP, how the technology is moving. Means we are using the same technology, or is there any changes. Means how it is changing, what the technical names we are going to use in SAP FICO. Okay, what are the reports we are going to use. Means at present in domain side, any software, either it may be, okay, it may be Tally, Wings, any software. What are the reports we are using in the system, as is system. So once we are moving to SAP system, what are the reports it is converting into, how it will help to the management. Okay, how to prepare that reports. Means to prepare that report, what are the inputs we need to give. Okay, to execute the report, what are the backend settings we are going to do in SAP FICO. Everything we will cover in these training sessions. Okay, and these are the major heads we are going to cover. Okay, first one is the organized structure. Means first of all, what is the organized structure. Means how it will help for a company. Okay, means suppose not only SAP, if you take any organization, how the flow means first it goes to a CEO, thereafter CFO, thereafter department heads, thereafter senior managers. Okay, in the same manner, once we are into SAP FICO, how the SAP FICO organization structure looks like, means what is the top level hierarchy to execute any report. Okay, like that we will cover everything here. Okay, these are the different concepts. Let me go to SAP system. Before going to SAP system, just I will brief about the SAP landscape. Okay. Whenever we are into SAP system is always work with the SAP landscape. Landscape means how they are working with the production system to move to work in the production system. What are the basic settings they need in the other systems? Why? Because whenever we are in the production system, there is no possibility directly to do any changes, to do the configuration or to do the testing. So to do that one, what are the systems we need in the backend to help the production system? So that is called a landscape. Okay. So once we are in the SAP system, the landscape means how many systems as of now they are using, means either it may be development system, quality system, and production. So whenever we are in the project, okay, again it depends on the project to project. Suppose if it is an implementation project, 100% we need to know what is the landscape of the company, of the organization, of the implementation project. And thereafter, whenever we are in the support project, we will get all the issues related to production issues. Okay, but in case of either it may be golden implementation project or it may be support project. Okay, based on the project, we will get the issues and we will work on the different systems. Okay, suppose just brief about the landscape. Okay, development system means it is a system where we configure the SAP. Okay, means the configuration means as per the requirement, whatever the requirement we are discussing with the business. Means whenever we are in the project means we are giving some inputs, some requirements. We are getting some requirements from the management. Management means my client, where I am working, for whom I am working. They will give the requirement, means we need this report in this format, or we need this transaction like this. Okay, so whenever we are getting the requirements, either it may be implementation project or it may be support project. Okay, to achieve the requirement as per the business requirement. Okay, first what we need to configure the system as per the requirement. So to do the configuration, there is no possibility to configure that in quality or production. First of all, we need to configure that in the development system. Okay, in the development system, again there are different stages. One is the golden system. Okay, in this golden system, it is 100% only configuration. There is no master data, nothing. Okay, thereafter, in the development system itself, there is one more development system. This is only for ABAPers. Okay, this is for 100% functional people. Okay, thereafter, we have one more client, that is a sandbox. Okay, suppose if I take the landscape, okay, the landscape is development system, quality system, production system. Okay, this is the main landscape. Landscape means how the data is flowing. Data is flowing means whenever we are designing the system, the data flow from here to here, here to here. Okay, and within the development system, again we have 3 different boxes. Okay, the purpose of this one is golden system. It is only for functional people to configure the system. Here there is no master data, nothing, no testing, nothing. Only it is 100% only basic level configuration. Okay, thereafter, in the development system, one more box is there, that is development system. This is purely for technical team. Okay, the purpose of this one is whatever the reports delivered by SAP, those reports, it is a worldwide accepted reports, but those reports may not be useful for our organization. My organization is looking some different than the standard report. That time what we need to do, we need to tell the technical team, Okay, they are the advanced business application program team. What they will do, they will change the logic as per the my client requirement. Why? Because my client is not satisfying with the standard T code what SAP delivered. So what these people will do, these people will design the new functionality for the same T code, or they will go for the 100% new development. Okay, so they will do their coding and all in this system. Thereafter, sandbox. The purpose of this one is, suppose assume that I told I have 13 years of experience. Even though sometimes even I also don't know some requirements. That time what I need to do, I need to replicate the scenario. First what I will do, I will go to sandbox and I will replicate the scenario. Once the scenario is working fine as per the client expectation, then only I will configure here. Why? Because I can't do R&D here. Why? Because this is the real system with the actual configuration. Okay. Once I will do the configuration here, that is called R&D. Okay. What I will do, I will do my research and development here. So whatever the requirement given by the client, yes, it is working fine. So what I will do, I will configure here. Okay. From here to here, the landscape. Okay. Whenever we are doing any changes here, a transport request will generate. Okay, the purpose of this transport request is, in the quality system, there is no design, nothing. Only here, only we will do the testing. To do the testing, I need my configuration, whatever I designed here. Okay, to move that one from development to quality, I need a vehicle. That vehicle is called a transport request. Okay, using the administrator team, the basis team will move this transport request to quality system. Here I will do my testing. Testing means whatever the client is given to me for this project. Okay, all the scenarios are working or not. If something is not working, what I need to do again, I need to do the changes here, and again I need to move the transport here. Again I need to test end-to-end scenarios. If everything is working fine, I will inform the client. Okay, please do the UAT, that is called user acceptance testing. Means that, so thereafter client also, yes, the scenarios whatever I given to the consultant team, yes, it is working. My team also happy with the requirement. All are working as per the expectation. Please move these changes to production. So on the month end date, it will be live. Okay, it will move to production. So it is available from the first working day of the next month. Okay. In quality also, again we have different boxes. One is 100% quality box, that is only for testing. The second one is the production backup. Okay, the purpose of production backup system is, whenever some reports are working in quality system, but the same report, whenever it is live in the production system, it is not working. Maybe the data issue, or maybe the some incorrect coding is there in production that is not available in the quality system. So in that case, what they will do, every month they will take the production backup to the quality system in separate box. Okay, so once data is available here, so I can understand, means what is went wrong, why it is working in the quality system, and why it is not working in the same in the production system after live, so that we can analyze that one. So whatever the settings missing in production system, we can generate one more transport request to override the data here. So thereafter it will start work here. Okay, like that. This is the landscape. Landscape means development system, a quality system, a production system. In production, it is always only one box. Okay, in case of development, okay, at present as of now I see 3 boxes. One is the golden system, only for functional team configuration. Thereafter development system for technical team coding and all. Then sandbox to do R&D whenever the scenarios, even though the consultant also don't know. Okay, thereafter in the quality system, 2 boxes. One purely testing purpose, the second one is the production backup. Suppose in case some scenarios which are working in quality and which are not working in production, okay, we will take the production backup here. We will check why it is not working, and we will compare the data between these 2 systems. Okay, on production, it is always only one system, that is the live system. All the end users will work here. Okay, and for this, okay, they need the license. Up to here, all these are licensed softwares only. But here, users, we can create as many users as we need. But in case of live system, it is only licensed users. Okay, we can't create as many users as I need. But in case of quality and development, I can create as many users as I need. Okay, now in the live system, only it licensed software, they will give the access to those only for active users, those who are working on the real. Okay, this is the landscape, how it is going to be for an implementation or any project. And thereafter, what we will cover, we are going to cover that means, suppose if it is an implementation project, what are the phases in the implementation project? Okay, suppose from the starting of project preparation. Okay, Yaji study to be, okay, or it's called BPD. Okay, thereafter realization. Okay, we will cover all these topics. Means, suppose if it is an implementation project, first I will explain how many types of project we have. Okay, implementation, support, rollout, enhancement, okay, migration. Like that, we have a number of projects. Okay, suppose in case of implementation, okay, that time all these phases will come, and we will cover all these topics, how it is, means how it will help a consultant. So whenever the interviewer asks, means have you worked on implementation project? Yes, tell me what are the phases involved in the implementation project and what are the steps involved in each phase. Okay, what the activities of a functional consultant, where the activity starts, means whether it will start from as-is phase or to be phase. Why? Because project preparation 100% it is at the project manager delivery head level, they will decide, means how many team members they need to implement this project, what the duration. Okay, in the duration for each phase, how much time they need. Okay, that is a top level. From here we will start the project, means the consultant role will involve. So to start as-is document, means what type of questions we are going to ask the client. As-is means at present what system they are using, what the process they are using. Okay, once we will ask the questions, we will prepare the documentation, that is the business process blueprint. So we will present each and everything, how it looks like in SAP system. Okay, thereafter realization means I will configure the system as per the requirement, what we mentioned here, each and every point what we mentioned in the to be documentation, we will configure here. Okay, after that we will go for the unit testing. Unit testing means within the consultant team we will do the testing, everything is working fine, we will ask the client to do the UAT. Before going to UAT, we need to present the scenarios, means how many scenarios we agreed, means we mapped. Okay, each and every scenario, what the testing done by the consultant, what are the test result. Okay, based on the test result, they will open each and every document. Okay, accordingly they will do their testing. Okay, if everything is over, everything is fine from the client side, client will approve that yes, we are okay to go live. So in the final preparation, in the production system, we will upload all the data, all the legacy data of the client into production system. Everything is ready, means whatever the trial balances they have, whatever the financial statements they have, GL accounts, customers, vendors, assets, everything we will load into production system. We will tell them, yes, we are ready to do the go live by 31st August. So from 1st September, yes, they are okay to run the system, okay, with SAP S4HANA. Okay, now I will explain what is S4HANA. Okay, if you take any example, as of now, everything is telling that SAP R3. Okay, and now latest, almost the last 4 years, 5 years in the market, everywhere S4HANA. Okay, the simple meaning of this one is it is a simple and fourth generation software. And moreover, the meaning of HANA is, as of now, SAP whatever R3 is running, it is running on Oracle database. So whenever they are using the Oracle database, SAP, every time they are keep on changing the cost of the database. So to avoid the confusion with these two people, means why SAP is paying this much amount and Oracle is asking why I need to give that software this much less cost. So SAP developed their own database that is called HANA database. Okay, whenever they are introducing the HANA, simply they added that it is a simple and fourth generation software with the HANA database. This HANA is a database. Okay, previously it's in R3, it's Oracle database. Now they migrated everything into their own database, that is HANA database. Now in the new system, there is no database of Oracle. Means each and everything from the beginning to ending, everything is SAP own. Now there is no separate vendors to SAP to make any payment for either it may be Oracle or anything. Okay, so whenever they are migrating everything to their own database, they changed the name also S4HANA, and not only that one, and they added n number of features compared to the R3 system. They added n number of features, they introduced n number of applications. Okay, all we are going to discuss once we are in the class. Okay, and let me connect to the SAP system. How to connect? So to connect any SAP system, first we need, there are three types. Suppose if the server is within my office premises, no need of any Citrix, no need of any virtual machines, directly we can connect the server. Suppose in case the server is not available within my office premises, the server is somewhere, it is there in Mumbai, but we need to work from Bangalore office. How we can connect? There are two options, either go by the Citrix or Cisco. Okay, it is a private network, so we can directly interact our server from Mumbai, or else there is a virtual machines. Okay, now I will show how to connect a virtual machines, how it will work. Is example, it's not live. Okay, go to run command. Okay, enter MSDS. Okay, then it is asking what is the remote desktop. It is a virtual machine. Okay, enter the path, means the website given by the IT team. Just click on connect. Once I connect this one, it will take the remote desktop. Okay, now it's open the virtual machines, means it is not all this screen is there somewhere in the virtual machine. It's not in my laptop. Okay, once I reached there, this is the SAP login pad. This is called GUI, graphic user interface. Means we are not directly using the server. Using this SAP login pad, we are connecting to SAP system. Okay, on this is the SAP login details. Okay, once to add this one, go to click button. These are the details we added. Suppose if we need to add newly, click on the create button. It will ask connections. Okay, add the details here. Go to next button. Add here all the details. Means what is the application server? Application server means how to reach the server in Mumbai. Okay, in that also just now we discussed in the landscape. Okay, there is a development system, quality system, production system. Which system we are looking for? They will give, means the basis, the administrator will give which system we are going to connect and what is the system ID there in the server. So directly it will hit to the server, means based on the details provided by the administrator team. So it will reach to the, either it may be development system or quality system, production system, it will reach. Okay. Suppose in case of some companies, small companies, they are unable to fund that much amount, means for go for the virtual machines or Citrix. Okay, they go for the local broadband users, they will give the router string. It's like an IP address. Okay, using this also we can connect to the server from Mumbai. Okay, there are three ways. Either it may be Citrix. Okay, the icon will show like this. Okay, like this it will show. This is the icon. Okay, or else virtual machine, just now where we are working, that is the virtual machines. The third is it's a router string, like it, the local IP internet providers will give the access. Means once we pay some amount, he will give the one router string. It's like IP address. So once that is active, once we enter that one here, directly we can connect to the Mumbai servers. Okay, 3 ways. The fourth way is where the server and where I am working, both are in same place. That is the fourth one. Okay. So once I connect this one, double click here, go here, enter the username here. Okay, this is the SAP screen looks like. In this, we have two options. One is the where the actual customization or mapping will there, and the second one is where the users are going to work. This is the place where the actual end users will work. As a consultant, we need to design the system here, that is in the customization. Okay, if I go to here, this is where the end users are working. Okay, under this n number of applications are there. In accounting, our applications are there. In accounting, again financial accounting. What SAP did, they merged n number of relevant applications into different subgroups, and they grouped under accounting. Okay, if I go to financial accounting, this is purely a financial accounting. If I go to financial supply chain management, it includes all treasuries and portals, everything it will include here, means credit controllings, everything. And this is the place where controlling means, just the demo is going for FICO. FI means finance, CO means controlling. Controlling means in general, it is a management accounting. It is within SAP or within the organization. Okay, using this, there is no external reporting, there is no auditing, nothing. Only at this level, I need to present financial level. I need to present my balance sheets, my cash flow statements to banks, or I need to submit the documents to auditors for everyone. But in case of controlling, this is 100% within the organization internal decision-making module. Means no need to present the documents to anyone. Okay, means how I can control, I can minimize my cost within the organization. What are the sources to reduce the cost? Okay, that this is the module, it will help to the management. Okay, this is the module where we are going to work, that is the financial accounting, means how to post the data into SAP system based on day-to-day activities. Means what type of vouchers we are getting, how we are going to punch the data, means what are the report we are going to present to the management. Suppose someone asked me, I want to see the bank balances, how I can present the bank balances to my management. Okay, suppose someone asked me, they want to see the vendor aging analysis, means as of now how much vendor outstanding is there, how to prepare the vendor aging analysis. Okay, how to prepare the bad debts reports. Okay, suppose my management is looking for asset history sheet, means what are the assets they purchased during these 6 months, less than 6 months, more than 6 months. Okay, they want to see the asset histories, how I can prepare the asset histories, everything they mapped under this one. If I open this one, these are the again subgroups. This is for general ledger accounting, this is for receivables, this is for payables, this is for banks only, means issued checks, received checks, to do the bank reconciliation, either it may be manual bank reconciliation or auto BRS. Okay, how it will work, how to upload the file into system, how the bank will do the reconciliation. Okay, thereafter fixed assets. Okay, how to handle the fixed assets, see how to purchase an asset, how to do the depreciation, how to scrap the asset, whenever scrapping, whether the asset is profit, means with the scrap value is it worthful for the profit or loss. Okay, how to calculate that one, on based on which scenarios it will calculate whether it is a profit or loss. Okay, how to transfer the assets within my organization. Suppose I have a number of companies doing the business in different areas. Suppose there is an asset in Bangalore, it is ideal. Suppose there is a requirement for the same asset in Mumbai, how to transfer the asset from my company code to A company code to B company code. Suppose whenever I am transferring the ownership, what are the values it is taking there, means it is taking the purchase value or it is taking the current book value. Suppose if it is taking the current book value, in my books of account, whether it is generating profit or loss, how to calculate that one. Okay, that everything will cover in the fixed assets. Okay, thereafter we are going to discuss about the document splitting. Maybe you people attended some demos somewhere, so we will give the in-depth of document splitting. What is the document splitting, how it is going to help to the organization, how it will help to the consultant, and we will cover the ledgers, leading ledgers, non-leading ledgers, what is the use of that one. I will give brief about the leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers. Suppose assume that we have a company in India and it is operating in INR currency and it is doing the business from April to March scenario. And my group is there in Europe. Okay, and my group currency is Euro and they are in Jan to December model. means they are doing the business. January is the first month, but in case of for us, April is the first month. So whenever we are posting any vouchers in August month in India, means it is for us, it is the 5th period. So how system is transferring this data, INR data, into euro, as well as how it is transferring in the backend for their books of accounts in 8th month, 8th period. Okay, those we will cover in the ledgers, that is called a leading ledger, non-leading ledgers. And how system will convert this INR balances into euro with 8th period in their books of accounts. Actually, what is the purpose of that one? What is the need of that one? We will cover in the ledgers and non-leading ledgers. Okay, and in the document splitting, we are going to cover, means whenever I am posting my inter profit center entries. Suppose assume that there is a fund needed in my Hyderabad branch. Okay, Hyderabad branch, Bangalore branch, Chennai branch, all are in one legal entity. So whenever I am transferring the funds from Bangalore to Hyderabad, okay, whether I need to post the contra entry or it's single entry. Suppose if I post a single entry, means I am debiting Hyderabad account, Hyderabad bank account, and creating my Bangalore bank account. Why? Because whenever there is a branch, there is a separate bank account. Why? Because they can't come here to take the money and all. They have their own bank account in Hyderabad. So whenever I am transferring the funds, okay, what I need to do, I need to select their bank account in Hyderabad books. Assume that that is an ICICI bank, and I am transferring the funds from Bangalore. It is an HDFC bank. So debit is there in Hyderabad, credit is there in Bangalore. Suppose whenever I want to prepare a trial balance at my Hyderabad branch, in the Hyderabad branch there is no credit entry, there is only debit is there. Okay, and credit is mismatching. How to overcome that one? Or else we are posting any manual contra entries. Okay, how it will be? Okay, by using the document splitting, how it will overcome? Okay, what is the help of document splitting? Okay, what is the partner profit center in the document splitting? How it is going to help? How to analyze the intercompany transactions? How to evaluate that one? And we are going to explain about the trading partners. Trading partners means if I do the intercompany, means suppose I have a company in Bangalore, another company is there in Mumbai. Suppose whenever I am doing the transactions, okay, how it is eliminating the intercompany transactions using the trading partner. Okay, all these topics we are going to cover in FICO. And this is the place where we design the system. Okay, this is implementation guide. For every module, this is the place where we design the system, that is called implementation guide. Go here. Okay, here ours is financial accounting. In case of finance, in case of controlling, this is the place where we design the system. If I go to financial accounting, here we will design the system. For every module, this is the enterprise structure, is the place where we design the structure, means what is the company code, okay, how many profit center they needed, whether they are using the segment report. Suppose if they are using the segment report, what type of segment report they are using? They are using whether it product wise segment or it's a geographical segment, which segment they are looking for, how to design the segment. Suppose in case of currencies, how to handle the currencies. Suppose if the currency is not available in SAP system, how to configure the new currency, how to maintain the transaction ratios, means suppose if the new currency versus INR, how to maintain the ratios. Okay, all the settings we will see in the FICO. Thereafter in the financial accounting, here we will see everything, means financial accounting settings, account receivables and payables, bank accounts, everything we will see here. And it is going to be 35 to 40 hours duration class. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, it's maximum, it's 40 hours. Okay, and it's depends on, it's either it may be weekend classes or it's daily classes, that Akshay will help on that one. And if it is a weekend classes, daily 2 hours, it's Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, and in working days we will help on the issue. Suppose whenever you are practicing for these sessions, okay, we will help how to resolve those issues, whether it may be screen share or directly mobile. Okay, and we will give the live projects while doing the training itself. We will start the live projects, means where we are working or any projects available in the market, we will assign the work, means this is the requirement for this today's task, this is the requirement in the real time, how you people can handle that one, either it may be group of people or it may be one-to-one. So how to handle that one, if either any doubt during that configuration or designing, we will help in the phone, or Next class we will help how to resolve that one. What is the exact use of that requirement in the real time? Maybe most of you people are working in the domain side. You people know that why the requirement is. If those who are not working in the domain side, for them it will help. Okay, so we will help all these things. Yeah, anyone has any doubts?
Good afternoon, sir. Abhishek Deshpande here.
Yeah, Abhishek, yes.
Basically, I'm totally beginner for this app, so it will be helpful for me. I would like to know from you.
Yes, Abhishek. First of all, I want to know means when did you completed your graduation or post graduation?
Right now, I'm working in the banking sector. I'm the assistant operation manager in the Kotak Mahindra Bank.
Yes, that's agree. Yeah, everything is okay. I am asking when did you completed that means post graduation or graduation?
I completed my post graduation in 2019.
Okay, then you need to put the means resume with the graduation. Why? Because at least you need to show at least minimum 3 years of experience to enter into the SAP. See, again, there are two options. Suppose if you want to go for as a fresher, yes, 2019 also okay. There is no problem for 1 year. Okay, if you want to try job on at least 3+ years, you need to go by your graduation. That is, it may be BCom or BSc, whatever it is.
Okay, but the my experience will be counted in it or not?
Yes, it will help.
Yeah, because I'm totally into it, but I'm handling through the another software. I don't handle SAP anyhow.
No, that's what I'm telling. See, means it's end user means it is not an SAP end user. Okay, any accounting, those who knows debit and credit, for them it is very easy. Okay, if they who don't know about debit and credit, for them it is a little bit critical. Those who know what is debit and what is credit, only if that is enough to enter into SAP. Debit and credit, if they know debit and credit, yes, it is very easy to understand the concept.
Okay, because I daily work on Finacle, so it is like
means you know debit and credit. Now, what is debit?
yeah,
what
yeah,
is credit?
definitely.
Yeah, then it is very easy. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. Welcome.
Srinivas.
Yes. Yeah. Who is there?
We have a question in chat box. Kindly go through it.
Where it is?
In chat box.
Okay, let me open. Can you please share the course content? Okay. Okay. You are typing now, or you already mentioned here?
Yeah,
No,
I will take that question. Srinivas, 1 second.
Okay.
So he's asking certification. Yes, this is a certification training itself. Okay. So regarding certification, I will tell you. Okay, if now any institute is giving certificate in, I am giving certificate, it's not valid in SAP. Okay, you want to do the certification, you need to do the global certification. Okay. So whenever I'm talking certification, I'm talking global certification. Okay. So how to prepare for that, how to book that exam, right? These all things, we will train. After completion of this course, you are able to crack that exam in 1 attempt. Okay, that 21,000 is there now. So I have recently made one video regarding how to book that certification. You can book any version, 1909, 2020, right? Many versions are there, right? Any versions you can book, and how to crack that, right? How to prepare for that. We have our own portal. You guys can go and practice the exam questions, right? So with explanations, we are trying to add in our portal. Okay, so you can easily crack it in 1 attempt. Anand, right? You posted that question.
Yeah, Akshay, one question related to this.
Yes.
So the course content, I mean, to pass the exam, one has to read the content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will be made available to us, or how it will be?
No,
we will give press books. FICO press books we will give, and during the training itself, we will train you. Okay, this is a certification training. Wherever it comes now, we can we'll give. And initially,